Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw from July 1st, 2024. This is exactly a year since the 2023 Money in the Bank PLE. That was awesome. But yeah, I'm not going to be talking about that PLE. I'm going to be talking about the episode that happened 365 days later. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over all the matches and segments, rank them, and then rate the show. Not at the end of it though, because at the end we're gonna be doing our Money in the Bank and NXT Heatwave predictions. I wanted to do this in one video. I didn't want to do 3 separate videos of this because I didn't want to. So yeah, the full show started off with Jey Uso and Chad Gable's promo segment. Jey Uso started off hyping up the show, and then Chad Gable came out just saying, "Hey, you betrayed your family. Like the Wyatt should be going after you instead." Basically, Chad Gable, the Jey Uso's entrance triggered the Fireflies, which Chad Gable existing triggered them as well. Triggered the Wyatt Six to come out. So once Gable started walking away from Jey Uso, that's when all the lights went out. All the Wyatt Six came out. 3 of them came out, and Dabby the Witch, which is Nikki Cross, or I think that's Dabby the Witch, I don't know, delivered another VHS package to Corey Graves and Michael Cole. Pat McAfee will be back next week. Overall, another great segment, a good one to start off the show. I'm gonna give that one a 4 out of 5. That was pretty cool. The first match was Xavier Woods versus Karrion Kross. This was not good. I mean, this was just there just to have more, to just keep going with the storyline of the New Day breaking up. Xavier got the win, which is cool, but it was just a match just to be there. Not filler, but it progressed the storyline, but I just didn't like it. 2.5 out of 5. Next up was the Women's World Championship between Zelina Vega versus Liv Morgan. That was a good match around the end of it. Pretty good. A little bit overbooked, but it was still pretty good. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Dawn is actually helping Liv now, so and I think intentionally as well. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Liv retained. Next up, okay, this segment was awesome. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Damian Priest segment. Seth Rollins came out saying, "Oh, I'm going to beat Damian Priest. I need to be the best." That's his proclamation there. Finn Balor comes out. I mostly forgot what he said, but then Damian came out. Basically, it just, oh no, I know what Finn said now. It's like Damian changed, like that title, it changed Damian Priest, and yeah, I mean it kind of did, to be honest with you, but yeah, then Damian came out. This furthers the storyline more between the breakup of Finn and Damian. Like a year ago yesterday, Damian cost Finn his World Heavyweight Championship match. It's going to be the same thing around here. So, I feel like that's going to happen. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Awesome segment. Really, really dove into that Judgment Day breakup segment. So, yeah. Next up was the Women's Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat between Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Ivy Now. That was a fine match. That was actually a really good match in my opinion. Just the ending kind of sucked because, Kyrie started getting involved, which I'm not surprised by, but of course the Unholy Union come around, and yeah. And then I think Kane and Katana, I think that was them, I don't know, went involved, and it was just overbooked. Like, it was just annoying, and just, it fueled that horrible tag team storyline, which does not need to be touched on right now. I think Dakota really should have won. I'm okay with Zoe winning, but I just think Dakota should have won. I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5 nonetheless. I just feel like Dakota should have won here. Next up, father versus son, Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. That was a pretty good. It was not as good as the WrestleMania Classic they had, but it was still really good in my opinion. Just once again, way overbooked at the end of it. Yeah, it was a pretty good match until the end of it, and then Liv came out. Oh no, I don't want to talk about that. Okay, shout out Zelina Vega for saving us. Rey picked up the win. Rey cannot let his son win one time. He's one of those dads. I'm gonna give that a 3.2 out of 5. Yeah. Next up was Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker segment. It was fine. Just nothing really special about it. Just, yeah, I mean, Braun Breaker speared Sami 3.5 times, I think, and that's about it. But still pretty good segment nonetheless. I don't remember much from it as well. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I need water real quick. Damn. Talking about this. Need some water flowing. Next up was the main event with Drew McIntyre, Ilya Dragunov, and Sheamus. That was a men's Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat. That was as Sheamus would say, banger! That was good. That was a really good match in my opinion. The commercial breaks frustrated me a lot because I felt like this was, for the fans, I felt like this was a 5-star classic where Raw was. I wanted to feel that way, but there was like 2 commercial breaks. Like I thought they were just going to do one. They did 2 of them. One of them was with 7 minutes left in the show. That really frustrated me because it took away the flow and the excitement of the match, and then would like immediately abruptly brought it back. And then once again that happened, and it really, really frustrated me because like I know that was an awesome match. It just the commercials frustrated me a lot. I thought Dragunov will get the win here. Drew McIntyre got the win, which is pretty cool. But now I know Punk's gonna cost him that Money in the Bank. So you know, if I had to rank all these segments, Seth, Finn, and Damien's segment goes number 1 because that really progressed the Judgment Day storyline a hell of a lot. That was really cool. Jey Uso and Chad Gable segment goes second. The match of the night was obviously Drew McIntyre, Ilya Dragunov, and Sheamus. Fourth, I think, is Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker segment. Fifth is Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Ivy Now. Sixth is Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Seventh was the Women's World Championship, and the worst match of the night was Xavier Woods and Karrion Kross. Not one bad segment in the show. Actually, no, I should not say bad, but there was not one segment where it was filler. You could kind of say that about Xavier and Karrion. But that match progressed the storyline. Every single segment here, like Jay and Chad progressed the storyline with the Wyatts. Xavier and Karrion progressed the storyline with New Day. Women's World Championship literally was a title match. Doesn't need to be explained more. Seth, Finn, and Damien progressed the Judgment Day storyline a hell of a lot. Dakota, Zoe, and Ivy. A new Money in the Bank participant. Ray and Dom progressed the storyline there. Sammy and Braun build up to the match. Drew, Ilya, and Sheamus build up to Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre being the participant for Money in the Bank. So, yeah, like, not one segment of this episode really, like, was to be missed. Like, when that was happening, when there was times you should have missed the segments that were filler, that was when the women's tag team stuff was around. Like, Ivy and Maxine versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. That was just filler. It did not need to be there. But now it looks like most of that is gone. The Raw roster looks really, really stacked, and I feel like they're going to do a lot more awesome stuff. I'm going to give the full show a 4.4 out of 5. So now, here is the second and third parts of the video. We're going to go chronologically. We're going to go Money in the Bank predictions. So, we're going to go Money in the Bank predictions. I don't know if there's another green color here. We're going to go Money in the Bank predictions here. So, here's what I think is going to happen. So, this is the match I think is going to open. I'm going to go from what I think is going to open to end it. I feel like with Money in the Bank, it's kind of a long shot for me. This is the match I feel like is going to open the show because the Bloodline does not have that much aura. Unless they might main event. If they do main event, Roman returns. But I feel like Jimmy's going to return. So, I feel like this will start off the show. It's obvious. I have Cody, Randy, and KO winning. It's just, I don't see the Bloodline winning unless they want to make him look strong. If Jimmy doesn't return, the Bloodline wins. But I feel like Cody, Randy, and KO get the win here. Or no, maybe it might be the Bloodline since they're trying to fuel up to the Cody and Solo match at SummerSlam. I guess I don't know, but just I feel like Cody, Randy, and KO are just the team to beat, right? Unless they had Zilla Fat too, which maybe the Bloodline wins again. But no, I have Cody, Randy, and KO winning. So yeah, that's the first match. The second match I think is gonna be the women's Money in the Bank ladder match between Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, Zoe Stark, and Chelsea Green. I feel this is an unpredictable one, mostly because there's three really, really, really solid people to win. Zoe is kind of in a storyline with Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler, I think, so not really her for now, plus I don't like her. I'm just kidding. I think she's cool, but she'll be there to have cool spots, I guess. Lyra is in a feud with Damage Control right now, which Io is a part of that, so I don't think Io's going to win either. It comes down to Tiffany, Naomi, or Chelsea, which all three of them deserve it. I think for Tiffany, it might be a little bit too early for her, but at the same time, it's not, because she's shown what she's got. Naomi, she's deserved it for a long time, but especially Chelsea Green as well. I feel like Chelsea become that awesome Money in the Bank winner that just... I don't know. I feel like I have my money on Chelsea Green. Well, I'm not gonna bet it, but still, I have Chelsea Green winning the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I feel like that's gonna be. I feel like that's gonna be cool. So I have Chelsea winning. So the third match I think is gonna happen is the Intercontinental Championship match between Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. I have. Oh wait, this is kind of hard to be honest with you because Sami. This is gonna really come down if the men's Never mind. I have Sammy winning. I don't know. Like Braun, I feel like Braun would win it. I think they would do that, but I have Sammy winning. I don't know. I have Sammy winning, I think. Yeah, I have Sammy winning. Yeesh, this is not a good video so far. Alright. The penultimate match I think will be the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Featuring LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, Chad Gable, Jey Uso, and Andrade. This one is a toughie because LA Knight. Because what I think they might do if LA Knight were to win this was cash in on Logan almost immediately to SmackDown afterwards, and have that match at SummerSlam. But this time LA Knight being the champion, Drew McIntyre could win it, but CM Punk could screw the cash in. Carmelo Hayes couldn't win it, but I think it's too early for him. Chad Gable could win it and cash in on Sammy the next night or on Monday. Jay could win it, but cash in on the World Heavyweight Champion, but lose to Gunther. Or Andrade could win it, and I actually don't know there. So Andrade is Andrade is the one I really feel like is not gonna win this one, but this one's really, really unpredictable if you now think about that. I don't know this one at all. I don't know at all. I feel like it might. Oh, this is very, very interesting here because I don't know. I do not know what they're gonna do here. They could go 5 ways. Andrade, I just don't see what they're gonna do with him for now. They could go 5 ways. I just don't know which way they want to go. Actually, no, 4 ways since I don't see Carmelo winning. Maybe Melo can win. I don't even know. This is the match I'm stuck on right now because I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just very, very unpredictable, which I love about it. I don't see them making LA Knight win 2 in a row. I don't think they're gonna make someone fail to cash in. For me, it's between Chad and Jay, right? I think Chad. No, I think Chad Gable doesn't. I mean, because Sammy back at Clash of the Castle said you don't get any more opportunities for Chad Gable. Chad Gable doesn't get any more opportunities, so Chad Gable is just going to have to make that opportunity happen by just getting the briefcase, cashing in on Sammy on Monday. And then forming that faction with the Creed brothers. And, yeah. So, I feel like Chad's going to win. So, I'm locking it in now. Chad Gable gets the win. So, the main event I think is gonna be Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins. Like I said earlier in the video, I feel like Finn might it might be a full circle thing. Exactly a year later, since Damian costed Finn, Finn's gonna cost Damian. I think I'm taking Seth here no matter what. Damian's gonna leave the Judgment Day regardless. I'm taking Seth. So, yeah, that's it for the Money in the Bank predictions. I started so badly there, but now it's time for the NXT Heatwave predictions, which is on Sunday. The match that I think is gonna open is the Tag Team Championship match between Chase U versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Axiom and Nathan Frazier. I don't want Chase U to win. That's the big thing. I don't want Chase U to win because they've won it before and they lost it immediately. I don't want them to win this one. I feel like Axiom and Frazier can go in another PLE cycle with winning it. That's what I'm gonna choose. I thought the OC would win last time because I know they're gonna start building to Axiom versus Nathan Frazier again because that was an awesome match back at Deadline. But I don't see them going about it like this. I don't see them losing the tag title. I don't see Chase U holding tag titles at this point. Just maybe if they do something really sick with it, I don't know. But I don't see them winning. I have Axiom and Frazier winning, which I feel like this is why I feel like Axiom and Frazier should have lost back at Battleground, so it could build more to them breaking up. But yeah, I guess whatever. Next up, I think, is going to be the NXT Women's North American Championship between Sol Ruka. I almost said Lash Legend. That's embarrassing. Sol Ruka versus Kalani Jordan. I have Sol Ruka winning. I mean, I know Lani's title reign has not been that long. It's not even been a month yet. But I feel like this title was solely made for Sol Ruka, right? Like, Sol Ruka is barely, she's coming up through the ranks. She's going to be a main eventer one time in NXT. She's going to be that. I just feel like now they just got to build her up with this mid-card title, and then she'll finally get up to the top once she drops it. I have Sol Ruka winning, no matter what. I like Lani, but I have Sol Ruka winning. So, the third match, I think, is going to be the NXT North American Championship between Wes Lee versus Obafemi. I'm sorry. I have Wes Lee winning. I feel like they're going to call Obafemi up right after this match is done. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. I just feel like Wesley's going to win it. Wes should have won at Deadline, but he had a back injury, so Dragon Lee ended up getting the win here. Yeah, so Wesley was supposed to win back in December, I'm pretty sure, but Dragon Lee ended up doing it for him. Because Wesley has had a back injury. He's been chasing the North American title now. I feel like now is the absolute perfect time to do it. Wesley, North American Championship. Lock it in. And the penultimate match, I think, is going to be the NXT Women's Championship between Lola Vice versus Roxanne Perez. Let's go, Roxanne. I have Roxanne winning. Lola Vice, this is the best time. This is one of the best times to put an NXT Championship on her. I just feel like Roxanne will just drop the title to Jillian, if that's how you pronounce it. when she comes back, I know she's injured right now. I feel like to Julia, she'll drop it then. I feel like they're trying to build Roxanne up as this big heel, as this big dominance. Even though her size is like what 5'1", she can still go. She's still strong. I would think they want her to have a strong title run before calling her up. I feel like Roxanne is gonna win here. So yeah. In the main event of that show, of course, it's the NXT Championship. It's going to be the fatal four-way between Shawn Spears, Ethan Page, that's my name, Javon Evans, the winner of the Battle Royal, and Trick Williams. I have Trick winning. Once again, like I said with Roxanne, I believe before calling both of them up, I feel like they have to establish their reigns with strong domination. I think that's what they're going to do with Trick here. I mean, yeah, that's really all they have, so... That'll do it for this. This was a long video. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching and just have a good day. Goodbye.